Okay, so what we're looking at here is just a standard question in relation to triangles. So we can see here that it gives us a triangle. Remember the 6 parts of a triangle. You have the 3 lengths, so this length, and this length, and then you have the 3 angles. This angle, and this angle. And if we remember, all of the angles within a triangle should add up to 180 degrees. Now, so what the question's asking us then, the first part is, for the given triangle, write down. So this here, what it's asking you for, it's write down the angle ABC. So if we look at the angle, so it's the angle A, B, and C. So it's asking, like, what is the angle ABC? So we can just write this down here. So the angle ABC. Okay, is going to be equal to, so these 2 lines on either side indicates like what's the size of the angle. So it's 55 degrees. Now what you'll notice as well is that, see the letter B, it's in the middle, it's between A and C. And what that represents then is, see the way we have, so this is our angle A, B, and C. And then when we're here on this point here, so if we remember, this is what's known as the vertex. Okay, so when we stand, if we were to stand here, this is the vertex. But when you're writing an angle, so this is the symbol, this is the notation that we use when we're writing, when we are referring to angles, for example, in this triangle. And see the way the B is in the middle, so that indicates like where the vertex is. So that's the point, if you like. So it's always, and you'll notice as well if we look at the next one, so it's the angle ACB. Okay, so it's the angle ACB. Okay, we could also refer to this angle as BCA, but it's whatever letters in the middle is the point, is the vertex. And that's the angle, it's in that corner that you're looking for the angle, if that makes sense. Okay, so if we give the second one a go then, so the second one then is, so what's the angle ACB? So ACB, and this is the angle here that's in the middle. And remember, C is in the middle of this notation, so therefore we're talking about this corner here of the triangle. So if we think about ACB, that's going to be equal to whatever the angle is in that corner, which is 43 degrees. 43 degrees. Now the next part, what it asks you for, it asks you for the angle BAC. So we're looking for this angle here. Now it doesn't actually tell you what the angle is, but we can work it out based on the other 2 angles that we have. So if we think about this, so we're looking for the angle BAC, okay, which is equal to, so this is this angle up here. Now remember, if we add, so let's say we have the angle, so this angle and this angle should be, and plus this angle will be equal to 180 degrees. So we can write it like this. We can say 55 plus 43 plus, and we can say the angle, so we can say the angle, we can also refer to it just as the angle A, like this, is equal to 180 degrees. So now what we can do is we can actually do the math on this. So if we add these 2 together, so 55 plus 43, we'll just add them up. So 55 plus 43, that's equal to 98. So we have, so again, we're just, so it's going to be 90, what did I say it was? 98. Okay, so 98 plus the angle A is equal to 180 degrees. So now we're just dealing with basic algebra. So we have, so this is plus 98 here. So now in order to get rid of this, what we need to do is we look at the operation, so it's plus 98. So we have to subtract 98. We do the opposite of it, of plus, which is minus. So it's going to be minus 98. And remember, if we subtract 98 from one side, we have to subtract 98 from the other side as well. Okay, so these will cancel out, and you'll be left with the angle A is equal to 180 minus 98. So let's just work that out. So 180 minus 98, which is equal to 82. So it's equal to 82 degrees. So what we're saying is that this angle here is 82 degrees. 82 degrees. Okay, so that's the answer to the second part. So this is part 1, this is part 2, and then this is part 3. Okay. Now the next part of the question is, what's the length? So question 4. So the line AB, okay, or in this case the side AB. So the side AB is going to be this side here, so A to B. Okay, that forms a line, or forms one side of the triangle. So it's equal to 5 centimeters. So the line AB is equal to 5 centimeters. We can just read that off the diagram that we have there. So 5 centimeters. Then we have question 5 then. So question 5, so what's the line AC? So AC. So the line AC is from here to here, so it's this side of the triangle, and it's equal to 6 centimeters. We can see we just read it off the diagram. So 6 centimeters. And then finally then we have the line BC. And that's question 6. So the line BC is equal to, again, we just read this off the diagram. So BC is 7 centimeters. So it's equal to 7 centimeters. Okay, so that's how you tackle that type of question there. So again, just to remember, like one of the most difficult part of that question, I suppose, was this part here, the calculation. So you had a little bit of algebra, so kind of maybe go back and have a look at your algebra, just if you need to touch up on it. And then also as well, you have this idea that with triangles, if you add up all the angles, they add up to 180 degrees. So that's very important as well. You need to know that, or remember that, in order to be able to do this question.